leaves are changing and the cold weather is creeping back after another great summer at Nick's garage. Around here, some people like to put their cars away as soon as Labor Day has passed, but others like to stretch out the driving season as long as they can. The shop is full of cars that need things done, and Nick is also taking care of his brother's race cars before they go into storage for the winter.
So it sounds like church bells.
Nick barely has time to enjoy his own car, the 70 TA Challenger. But at least he gets to work on all kinds of fantastic rides. The shop is full of visitors this Saturday, but Nick hasn't got time to stop and chat. Among other things, he's drilling holes in the rims off his brother's quarter-mile Camaro.
You know, the car is going on the two-step at like 3,000 RPMs, and when it lets go of the brake, it's like an impact on the wheels, like as if it's a 4-speed car. So for that reason, we're going to make sure that the rims don't spin inside the slick. So that's why we're going to put 16 screws through it so that it doesn't slip at all.
Nick has the rims and tires screwed together just in time as Phil is unloading the Camaro outside. This car did service with the Florida State Police, catching speeders before Nick and his brothers got their hands on it. While Nick and Vasily are working inside the shop, it's turning into a car show outside. And they're not all American cars either. Check out this little Mitsubishi.
.2015 final edition, number 14 out of 350, and motor's been boosted. I'm up to 450 horsepower.
The rain shower chases off most of the cars. While inside the shop, Nick has got his top welder, Dan, in to make a couple of critical connections on a very interesting project. Chris is putting together his dream car, a North American version of the Mad Max Interceptor.
This is the first Mad Max car built, full replica on an American car.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, because the original car is Australian.
Yeah.
Ford Falcon in Australia. So some people have done a little bit of Mad Maxing to American cars, but this is the first time that it's a complete recreation on an American car.
Chris wants his Interceptor to be perfect, so details like the location of the gas cap matter. The Torino used to fill up under the license plate, but Dan is putting a second filler tube in the same location as the movie car. And there will be lots of detail on this build, like the completely rebuilt front end, the spoiler above the rear window, and a non-functional blower, just like Max had.
Not only did my client get this from Melbourne, Australia, the guy who made it for Mel Gibson in the first movie, he also asked for the switch that he puts on the shifter. As you know, this was electric driven, was not real, was fake, and this is the way we're doing it, exactly the way my customer wants it. And he also got the switch from the same guy, George. And as you can see, we got it here. And this is the way it's going to activate. The moment he puts his hand and pulls this lever inside, we'll activate the electric motor and get the blower going. This is going to be one hell of an exciting story on it. And then again, when the belt starts, he wants a whining sound, so we got to figure out something with that after. So anyways, for now, let me get the pulleys, set it up, get it working, activate it with the switch, and then we got to look for a sound effect.
Building his client's dreams makes Nick happy, and we're bound to be seeing more of the Mad Max build as it comes together. For today, it's time to test the new fuel filler.
There we go. I'm going to start filling it up, and it's going to be the real thing. Here we are. Here we go. Petrocano 94. 94 octane. Not only that, you got to check for leaks after this. Which my Dan, the welder here, is pretty good at it.
No leaks.
No leaks, eh? He guarantees that there'll be no leaks because every time he does something for me, it's always perfect. And I have confidence in his welding. There we go.
Once all the Max mods are complete on the Torino, Nick will be rebuilding the Cleveland underneath that fiberglass blower. So the car will be making some mad power too.
Here we go. Now I gotta wait for my pulleys to put them on the fake blower. And after that, we're gonna build the engine.
The sun comes back out, and so do the cars. One after another, customers are bringing their rides by the shop, looking for everything from a new alternator to an engine rebuild. And Nick's doing his best to fit them all in. This impeccable little Shelby belongs to Joe, the same guy we met a few weeks ago with the '55 Chevy. Today he's here to drop off his '72 Plymouth so that Nick can diagnose a pinging problem. And the Shelby is here to give him a lift home. Nick's customers enjoy their cars. They drive them and race them just like they were meant to be driven.
Take care, man.
There we go. Pump it, let's go.
But working as hard as he does means that Nick hasn't got time left to really enjoy his own cars. So today, after only putting a couple of 100 miles on her this summer, Nick is getting ready to put his Survivor Challenger TA into storage for the long winter months. Nick has to bring his brother's race car hauler to the secure storage unit as well, so he's giving the honor of driving the TA to George. He'll be more than capable of handling the old car and getting it through the weekend traffic on the way. With the customer cars all locked away in the shop, Nick wants to give the Challenger's idle a little tweak before hitting the road.
This thing needs a rebuild. We're going to rebuild it in the springtime. We're going to take it out, overhaul. Yes, sir, and I can't wait.
Life is short. Summertime is even shorter. So let's get out there and drive.